Hello my beautiful friends and welcome back to Cheap Lazy Vegan. Today's video is going to be focused on super easy party snack ideas that you can make even if you don't know what you are doing in the kitchen, my friends. So these are great for the holidays, but they're also great for any time of year. And before we jump in, today's Cheap Lazy Vegan video is sponsored by Cheap Lazy Vegan, aka myself. We've got some new merch available on my website, including these Lazy is My Aesthetic Christmas sweaters, and I'm pretty obsessed with this design. I think it's my favorite thing I've released so far. It totally speaks to me because let's face it guys, lazy really is my aesthetic. We also have mugs, aprons, tote bags, and so much more. And of course, my vegan recipes ebook is also available in the shop as well. So if you enjoy my content, this is a great way to support the channel and get some cute new products. But of course, you can still enjoy my content regardless. So let's get on with the recipes. Alright guys, we are using these Crescent Croissants from Pillsbury, and yes, these are vegan friendly, my friends. Here's me trying to open the packaging. It's a tough time. Things are exploding everywhere, but it's gonna be okay, everyone. So I got this in the refrigerator section of my grocery store, and they have many different kinds, and I believe most, if not all of them, are vegan friendly. So yeah, this isn't the healthiest thing, but it makes your life so much easier because let's face it guys, I don't know what I'm doing when it comes to baking or dough. So if I can get help from Pillsbury, I will take the help. So we're just separating the pieces. They make it really easy for you because they have it all kind of, ready to separate so that you can just roll. And we're gonna make my vegan tofu cheese that you've literally seen me make a million times. So in a food processor or blender, you're gonna add in some firm tofu. I'm just using half a block of firm tofu. We're also adding some lemon juice. And if you guys want the measurements for everything, the link to a blog post will be down below. We also added some dry basil, some garlic powder, nutritional yeast. Now this I'm pretty generous with. Salt. And that's literally it, my friends. We are just going to blend that on high, and I like to go for a long time until it is nice and smooth. You can see the textures changing here. You can see that it becomes kind of like a cream cheese like texture. That's what we're going for. So we're going to use that to spread onto our croissants, okay? For the filling, you can add whatever you want. I'm adding just a few pieces of vegan hot dogs because these are great. This is the Eve's brand of vegan hot dogs. This is my favorite brand of vegan hot dogs. They just taste like regular hot dogs, my friends. We're also going to add some marinara sauce inside. Now, two options. You can add marinara sauce into the croissant, or you can just dip with marinara sauce. I'm also adding some fresh basil pieces, chopped, rolling them not so nicely. The second time around, I got a little bit better, experience, So this time I'm just kind of spreading the sauce a little bit into the cheese. So, just do whatever makes you happy. We're adding the basil. We're also adding the sausage or the hot dogs. Then we're gonna roll. So as you can see, these ones are a little bit less messy. I think it's because I used less sauce and I just spread the sauce just a tiny amount into the tofu cheese. So that's what I would recommend, and then I would recommend just dipping in a marinara sauce. That's just easier. Now we're going to stick these into a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit. We're going to cook them for about 11 to 13 minutes or until nicely golden brown like this. This part is totally optional, but I'm just spreading a tiny amount of vegan butter onto each piece to make it even more tasty. You know what I'm saying? And guys, let me just tell you, these are so yummy. I think they make the perfect party snack, or maybe just a nice afternoon snack for yourself. They're fun, they're easy, you can customize whatever you want to put inside, and I do recommend serving them with a nice side of marinara sauce that I store-bought, of course. And look how nice they look. I know where you were thinking before, guys. Okay, let's be honest. You saw the rolls in the baking sheet and you were like, oh, I don't want to serve that. That looks ugly, you know? But look at this. Look how pretty they look now. Okay? So don't be judgy, okay? Just put it on a nice tray and serve it like this. People will enjoy it. And also, I highly recommend making that tofu cheese because it's delicious. It's much healthier than vegan cheeses that are store-bought. But if you want to buy vegan cheese and just use your own vegan cheese brand that you like, you can do that as well. And there you have it, guys. Pizza rolls. Yummy! We're going to use extra firm tofu. We're going to cut these up into nice, relatively thin rectangles. And you don't have to do this, but you know, I'm just doing this to be politically correct. We are going to place them on some paper towels. We're going to place another paper towel on top and just kind of press it a little bit. Maybe add something heavy like a pan or something, okay? I'm only doing this because I have to do other steps anyways, so I might as well be politically correct and press the tofu like a normal good person. And while the paper towels are soaking up the moisture, we're going to make the coating mixture. So we've got breadcrumbs, we've got garlic powder, paprika, we also have some nutritional yeast, some onion powder, and salt. So that is the coating mixture we're going to use. I even made my own breadcrumbs, guys, because I just didn't have any. So we are going to cut up the tofu into bite-sized little cubes. Now we're going to need a sort of goo for the tofu to stick to the coating, okay? So for the goo, here's a little hack. You can use vegan mayo, my friends. I just added a little splash of water and just gonna mix it up to just thin it out just a slight bit, okay? But if you don't have vegan mayo, you could also just make a flour and water mixture. Just add a little bit of water and a little bit of flour to make kind of a thick goo thing. So once you have that ready, you can dip your tofu pieces into the mayo mixture and then dip those into the breadcrumbs to coat them nicely. And once you have all those pieces ready, you can bake them or air fry them. I decided to air fry them at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for I believe about 12 minutes. Now you should go a bit longer probably if you are baking them, but basically cook them until they're nicely golden brown. Another option slash hack for you if you're feeling extra lazy, you could actually use a store-bought pre-made coating mixture like shake and bake, for example. The coating itself is usually vegan friendly and you can skip the extra step of making your own breadcrumb mixture. And while your tofu pieces are air frying or baking, you can make your dip. Now I'm making a vegan honey mustard. 3 ingredients, guys, super simple. Vegan mayo, we're also adding Dijon mustard, and some maple syrup. Super simple and yummy. So my breadcrumbs were a little bit on the chunky side because I don't think I blended them enough in the food processor. Oh, by the way, if you want to make your own breadcrumbs, you can just toast pieces of bread and then just stick them into a food processor and then just basically make them into crumbs. That'll probably save you some money because breadcrumbs are pretty expensive. But yeah, that's an option for you if you want to make your own breadcrumbs. And here are your tofu bites. Super simple, super delicious. They are just really, really good. And the honey mustard goes so well with these. So yeah, these are really great to serve at a party. Maybe just add a little appy. Here's a unique idea, strawberries dipped in chocolate. I know, I am a genius. But in all seriousness, first we are going to wash the strawberries and then lay them out on a paper towel to dry completely. And then meanwhile, we're going to break up some vegan dark chocolate into smaller pieces and heat that up in a microwave at 30-second intervals until it's completely melted. If your chocolate is too thick or if you just don't have enough chocolate, one thing you could do is add a little bit of coconut oil and then mixing that into the chocolate so that it thins out the mixture and you have more to work with. And of course, you know what to do here. You dip those strawberries into the chocolate, make sure it's nicely coated, and what you're gonna do is place them on a covered baking sheet. You can use non-stick parchment paper, or I'm using this reusable non-stick thing that I placed on my baking sheet. Once you have that done, you can stick that baking sheet into the fridge to solidify the chocolate and cool everything down. One thing you could try doing is actually trying to make it look pretty by putting it in the fridge for a bit until it solidifies a little bit, and then take it out and then use whatever leftover chocolate to create some nice swirls with the spoon. That's what I try to do, but as you can see here, I am not gifted at this whole making your food look pretty thing, okay? So I kind of failed at it, but I recommend you trying it. I think I was impatient with the chocolate. I don't think I let it cool down enough for me to make some nice swirls. It just kind of blended all in. So I don't know, guys. I think I should just give up trying to make my food look pretty. You know that show Ugly Delicious? I haven't seen that show, but I just feel like I would do well on that show. I'm just really good at making ugly food. Anyways, try these out. Alright guys, that is it for my easy vegan party snack ideas video. I really hope you guys enjoyed these. Let me know down below what your thoughts are, and don't forget to check out my Lazy is My Aesthetic holiday merch and all of the other merchandise available in my shop. And if you enjoyed this video, of course give it a big thumbs up. If you're new to this channel, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!